Yeah, it's going to be an exciting game. St. Joe's has a really good team, some great players. Coach Martelli's done a phenomenal job there over the years, and uh, it's a veteran team that's been around, that's been through the wars in the Atlantic 10. So it's going to be definitely an exciting matchup. We still find a way to be the underdog. I mean, that's when we're at our best, is when we're attacking and aggressive and have something to prove. So we definitely still have a lot to prove, even though we are in the top 25. That doesn't change anything. First of all, have some terrific offensive weapons. I guess it would start with their guards. Carl Jones is on pace to be one of their top scorers in the program's history, if not the top scorer. I think Jameer Nelson's their leading scorer of all time, and Jones has a chance to pass him up. He's an electric mini Allen Iverson type player, so we're going to need to do a great job on him, both contesting outside shots and defending the drive. And Langston Galloway is another experienced guard for them. We feel like Troy Daniels is a great shooter, but Langston Galloway hit more threes last year than Troy did. And he's a terrific offensive player, makes huge clutch shots, so we got to defend him, particularly when the clock is winding down. Then they have an assortment of terrific big guys. It probably starts with C.J. Aiken and Ronald Roberts. Those two, they start for them at the 4 and the 5. Aiken's an NBA prospect, 6'9", can shoot from outside, can handle the ball. I was talking to a different coach in the Atlantic 10 yesterday, and he described C.J. Aiken as one of the top 20 shot blockers on the planet. He said that includes the NBA. So we're going to have to deal with him contesting shots at the rim. And Roberts is just a bull. He is terrific scoring around the basket, a great rebounder, and as strong and athletic as any big guy in the Atlantic 10. We have to make sure that we're focused on what's going to bring us success moving forward. And I think, for our guys, it's definitely a test of their maturity and their level of focus. And for us as a program, it's a test of how good can we be when everyone's watching and when there's a lot of people out there that are saying good things about us. I think, in sports, we talk a lot about responding to adversity and tough times, but it's also important to respond to prosperity and good times and success. And you learn a lot about yourself, you learn a lot about your team by that response. So Thursday will be a great barometer of that. Trust me, from a coaching staff perspective, that's been our number one emphasis, is keeping our guys focused on what's going to bring us success. I mean, every game is going to be a challenge in this league. I think St. Bonaventure and Dayton did a good job coming at us, and they certainly didn't back away from us or our style of play. Our style of play was able to win us those games, and our defense was able to win us those games because we didn't shoot the ball particularly well last week. So hopefully that will continue to improve. That shooting is not something that you can always depend on to be at a high level every night, but your defense and your energy has to be. Player, he's our best offensive player, and he's a guy that can score. And when he puts together being able to make shots from outside with being able to drive and get to the foul line, that's when you're going to see him put up really big numbers. And he's done that at times this year. He still can get more consistent. I think our style of play has been good for him offensively, in that particularly playing with Troy, teams are not going to help much off of Troy. That gives him more opportunities. So, we're excited about Trey's progress, but he's got a long, long way to go. The biggest challenge is just not knowing the opposition, not knowing their style of play, not knowing their personnel. But I think it's a double-edged sword because they don't know us either. So it's a transition for both teams. I think the different for us, as opposed to the other teams in the league, is we have to prepare for someone completely new every game. So Wednesday, Saturday, Thursday, Saturday, it keeps going. Whereas, for Dayton, they had to prepare for us and Butler last week, and there were new teams, but now they kind of go back to the rhythm of people they know. Same for St. Bonaventure and so on and so forth. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out as the season goes on.